Hello everybody, my name is Renee and welcome to the Go Within channel, where I help people to go within themselves to find their own answers. Today is Workout Wednesday and I'm going to be showing you how to do an awesome yoga pose that's great for strengthening your back muscles. It's easy to do and requires little to no equipment, and I think you're really going to love it. This pose is called Locust pose, and all that you need to do it is a yoga mat, and you may want to have a blanket on hand. If you don't have a blanket, don't worry about it. You can do just fine with a mat. If you would like suggestions for mats or yoga blankets, I will put lots of links to both of those in the description below. Locust pose is good for strengthening not only the back and spinal muscles, but also the glutes and the legs. On the other hand, what it's also doing is stretching the front of the body. We're going to get a good stretch in the shoulders and chest muscles, the deeper hip flexors, and the front of the thighs. I'll show you two ways to do this pose. The first is a modification, and the second is a fuller expression of the pose. There are many different ways you can tweak this pose to make it difficult, but I'm just going to show you two ways to start off with today. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll explain what to do as we go along. So to do this pose, we're going to turn over onto our bellies, and again, if you have a thinner yoga mat or just a really hard floor or something like a tile floor, that's where the blanket can come in handy, just to give your body a little bit of extra padding. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I'm going to be turning to look at you, but if you're trying this at home, keep your gaze towards the floor to keep the back of the neck nice and straight and neutral. The first thing I'm going to do is, with my legs outstretched, take my hands to my sides with the palms down. I'm going to leave my palms touching the floor. I'm going to roll my shoulders up and back, therefore lifting up my chest and shoulders. So I always want to keep this really, really open. The next thing I want to do is to lift up my legs like this. Now notice, my legs are straight at the knee. Try not to bend. And as much as possible, bring your feet together. If you're out here, you'll still get a challenge, but as you bring your feet closer together, it's going to get harder. So again, if you have your neck in neutral position, it would look something like this. And you're just reaching as far as you can. And you're just going to hold for a little bit. 10, 20, 30 seconds. And then come on down and relax. Okay, now I'll show you the second variation of the pose. It'll start very similar, and then we'll change our arm position. This time, instead of having my palms down, I'm going to have my palms facing my body. I'm going to roll the shoulders up and back, and at the same time I'm lifting up my torso as far as it will go. Yours may lift up a lot or not at all. My body doesn't lift up that much. Some people can lift up way, way high. But you just go as far as you can. So my arms or my hands are facing my body, and I want to think of reaching towards my feet. And then, of course, the last part is to lift up the legs. And then you just hold and breathe. And this is basically a back bend. It is essentially not the back bend you might have done as a small child, but essentially we are contracting the back muscles, stretching the front of the body. And that in and of itself, this isometric hold, is what is strengthening everything in the back. The back, lower back, spinal muscles, glutes, and the back of the thighs. So we're just holding, and then come on down. Once you're finished, it's a good idea to do child's pose to counter stretch all of the work that you just did in the back of the body. So just push yourself up, pull your knees in. You can either have your thighs together or apart, and then just fold and relax. So this is a really wonderful way to let the back round after that tremendous work that you did there. So just fold and then just hold here for a little bit. So there you have it, Locust pose for a stronger and healthier back. Now, if you find that your back muscles are a little bit sore tomorrow, don't worry. That's just because you worked the muscles and they're getting stronger, but everything in Locust Pose is keeping the back in a very safe and supported position. If you have any questions about this exercise, please let me know and leave me a comment below the video. And as always, I hope you will like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate you watching and tuning in. Thank you so much. I'll catch you next time.